Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here. Welcome you to episode 40 of Bloodborne. We're here in front of the Altar of Despair where Ebrietas, daughter of the Cosmos, resides, as we saw in the previous video. We had some fun times with her, and then we did some stuff with Alfred and all that nonsense. Now we're going to go ahead and see if we can beat her. Like I said, one of the toughest fights in the entire game, I would say. So, don't feel too bad if it takes you a couple tries. It's probably going to take me a couple tries here. It's been a little while since I played. So, this being like the first thing that I do in a couple of days, it's probably not the smartest thing. But, you know, we'll give it a shot here. Especially because I just got off the back of playing a ton of Dark Souls 3. So, it's going to take me a little bit to get my sea legs going here. But once I get going, I should be fine, I hope. I'm going to save my bolt paper, I think, until I get sort of later into the fight, because bolt paper is obviously very helpful, but I don't want to end up wasting it. Like if I use it early in the fight and then just die super early on, then I'm gonna be regretting that, obviously. I'm gonna warn you right now, though, this may just turn into Ebrietas the video, depending on how this fight wants to go. You can see that charge right there. It's probably her worst attack. It's like the toughest to dodge by far, I think. Because you can dodge left, you can try and dodge right. Most of the time, you will not get it. There's got to be like a better way to dodge it that I'm just not privy to, apparently. Apparently those swipes are also pretty bad for me. You can stick up close to her. It's not so bad. Because most of the time when you stay close to her, she doesn't do the charge. Apparently today is not my day, though. She just doesn't feel like being nice. Okay, that was, I don't know where I exactly am, but I feel not in the safest spot. Already down to 14 blood vials, so this is clearly maybe not the fight for me, but you know, it's the first fight on video for today, so if I can make it work, I'll be very, very happy. There's a visceral attack right there, actually. So, good shit. Maybe I should have bolt papered up right before that just to get to the most possible damage, but 1192 still ain't bad, not by a long shot. Look at how bloodied she is, too. It's intense, man. God damn, that charge. There's gotta be a better way. I'm almost positive that there is a better way. I just don't know what that better way is. Maybe that's it. Maybe you back off and then just dodge at the very, very last second, but at the same time I feel like that could backfire pretty readily. Oh, get in there. Get some hits off. I got at least one, so that's pretty good. If you can get one hit, yes, like if it's on the head, if you can get one hit in, go for it, man. So that head is very, very vulnerable. Get up close here. I really want to do that head smash attack. Stop doing these weird tentacle ones. I'm gonna run out of blood vials, man. Yeah, well, or I'll just run out of health and die. I mean, that's the other obvious outcome here. Man. Oh well. First one right off the bat. Didn't expect to win it anyway, so now that I've got some practice in me, let's make this actually happen. Alright, we're going in for fight 2 now. Thankfully, she's not hostile right off the bat, so it actually kind of gives you some time to assess the circumstance, try and get your blood echoes if they're not too far in. Unlucky for me, they're actually literally right next to her at the start here. Getting some good hits. She's actually being quite kind so far. Of course, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Maybe the best way to handle this is actually to not lock onto her. I feel like that's a common thing in Dark Souls and Bloodborne, any game by From Software like this, is that locking on can sometimes be to your detriment. Most of the time, it's obviously a good thing to do, so it'll help you land those hits a little easier. Against a big enemy like this, who takes up a lot of real estate on the screen, though, I don't think it's strictly necessary, and maybe even to your detriment, because being able to move around freely while not locked on like this can be extremely helpful. I think there may be times in this fight where you want to lock on, like when she does her a Call Beyond type attack, the big star explosion. But just for like the main phase here, I don't think it's that necessary. It's really hard to dodge that and try and get like up closer at the same time. Alright, so hopefully this frenzy won't go too fast. Get some tentacle action there. Not something you should say in your everyday life, I'm sure, but unless that's your jam. Especially, I think this might be helpful, this not lock on thing might be helpful in trying to dodge the charge attack. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh god. I was trying to pop a bolt paper there. Didn't quite get it off. Shit. I didn't see that charge attack coming. That's the other danger of not locking on, I suppose, is that you sort of lose track of what she's doing a lot of the time. But I'm not going to go in for that, because I could very easily get frenzied, and that's the last thing you need in this fight, is another source of damage. Other than the boss itself, obviously. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this bolt paper, and hopefully be able to get in there and get some good stuff going. She's charging. Yeah, as you see, even if I don't hit the head with the bolt paper, it does pretty good work. Oh, she's going for the hug. Gotta watch out for that hug, man. That's a really nasty one. You can get frenzied super easily off of that. I think I could have gone in for the head there, but... And, like, you might think this is a boss where, like, you could maybe hang out just behind her like this and try and do a lot of damage. That doesn't often work out. Oh, shit. Ah, damn it. Oh, that was the perfect time for her to do that attack. For her, obviously. Wasn't so perfect for me. Man. Okay, take 3 against Ebrietas. I may not say too much. I may just pop in sort of here and there, and then start actually doing the proper commentary to get down to like the halfway point of the fight. But for right now, I think you get the gist of how this fight sort of goes. I got pretty lucky there. I didn't actually get my blood echoes though. Oh damn, that's okay. Even if I end up losing my blood echoes at some point during these sets of fights, it's not going to be too upsetting. It's only like 30,000 or something. It's not that huge for this point in the game. Still, I'd rather have it than not, obviously. So let me try and get around. Ooh, I got him. Okay. Might have missed an attack opportunity there, but that's okay. She's going for these head smashes a whole lot here, which I'm totally fine with, don't get me wrong. It's exactly the kind of stuff that I need to have. I really need to keep remembering to do bolt paper right before I do that visceral attack. I think that could be a major difference maker in success on this fight. Go for a charge, try and dodge that unsuccessfully as always. Oh boy. I do think that free dodging that way, or that attack, is the way to go though. Because I'm free! Free dodging! I know it sounded like a lot of awkward silence on my part there, but I was just imagining the tune of the song in my head. Pardon me. God, I love how she like hops around. Almost cartoonish in a way. Oh shit. Ow, that hurt. I'm trapped in a corner here, and she almost hugged me to death. That would have been a bad time. Okay. She's very mobile for what she is, and what is she exactly? I'm not quite sure. There's nothing I can really equate her to. Is an animal, vegetable, or mineral? It's all three and none of them. Alright. Just hoping for... Oh god, she's going ballistic. I forgot about that attack where she just kind of goes nuts. Okay, I need to heal. As much as I wanted to get some attacks in there, it's not worth the risk. Alright, get out of here, because this aura is causing some massive damage to me. Well, not massive damage, but standing in the aura is just damaging me outright, so I would really watch out for that. Once it gets to the later stage of this fight, when I get like actually close to killing her, hold on, hold that thought. I need to dodge this. Oh god, that was bad dodging. But I managed to survive. Fuck! Didn't manage to survive that one. Consarn it, man. What I was gonna say actually is once I get to the later stages of the fight where she's pretty close to death, I usually like to resort to bone marrow ash and trying to shoot her in the head, because that is a pretty effective tactic because it makes it so she doesn't have to actually use her head and smash it down in order for you to hit it easily. But that's a tactic for a later time. I'll meet you back in there. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about, man. Alright, I might try and cut in here. Using bolt paper on the visceral attack actually didn't do as much more as I was hoping that it would. It did like 1,200 instead of 1,100. But still, you know, every little bit counts. That much is indisputable. Ow. Oh, she's going for the hug. My time to heal. Yeah, the nice thing about the hug, if you can avoid it, it's a pretty good opportunity to get in and maybe do some damage or back off and heal if you need to, because it's a slow attack for sure. One of her slower ones by far. Still, don't let it catch you off guard for sure, because it's probably her closest thing to an instant kill attack. If it might actually be an instant kill attack, depending on how much HP you really have. Oh god. I feel in a weird space. I can't. I need to unlock. Oh, get out. I'm amazed I didn't get hit in any of that, because I had no idea what she was even doing for most of that. But I'm still here, so still alive and kicking. For how much longer remains to be seen. God, man. I think it's still worth it to like even get the little bit of frenzy that I do there, just to get in there and get those hits. Not worth it to go in here though, because I would actually just get frenzied all the way. That's the last thing I need. I should maybe go and spend my insight so that my frenzy resistance is a bit higher, so that I don't have to worry about that as much. But you know, that's maybe for the next fight, if there is a next fight. Hopefully, there's not. That would just be ideal. I hope I don't get frenzied off of that. Oh shit. Oh god, no! Ah, I saw that coming. It was like just like this slow trudge towards death. Even though it happened very fast, it was like I saw that attack coming. God damn it. Alright guys, I've switched things up a little bit for my for this next fight. I look a little different. A bit like a plague doctor or something. I also only have one insight now, because I wanted to reduce my frenzy resistance, or increase my frenzy resistance, I guess. This is all the most frenzy resistant gear that I have. Turns out all this like regular hunter stuff is actually the highest in frenzy resistance, plus the beak mask. And I also swapped out one of my runes to give me frenzy resistance plus 200. Obviously, it's like I may be overcompensating a bit, because frenzy resistance is not the biggest problem that I have in this fight. Most of the biggest problem I have is taking a lot of damage, but I don't think anything is really going to help that too much, because she's just a very hard-hitting boss. So I'm just trying to mitigate the pain in whatever way I can, and I think being able to get in and hit her without worrying so much about frenzy could help in that regard, so I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, I think she's entering her second phase here, so I'm going to hop on in. I don't think we need to see the first phase all that much. I can pretty reliably get to this part of the fight now, so now it's just a matter of being able to deal with this nonsense, and also... There we go. And also being able to hit back. Oh god. Yeah, that was... Saw that one coming. Fuck, I'm trapped. I'm so done for. Oh god, that was way too close. I was like trapped right in that corner. I was very surprised that I managed to get out of that. I'm gonna heal up just for safe being here. Just to feel a little more safe anyway. Ow. Alright, unlock, like you said, was a good idea. Except during this part. This part, it's good to lock on, because then you can actually dodge pretty effectively. Get away from that, because she's gonna hug you. Really, actual, like, call beyond attack itself is not that bad. It's the fact that she can sort of attack in the middle of that attack that really messes with me. Because, like, I'm in the middle of dodging the third beams, and then she's going in for something else, and I have to try and pay attention to both at the same time and dodge in such a way that I can dodge both attacks, which is easier said than done a lot of the time. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna run. Maybe this is the way to do it. That might actually be the best way to dodge that attack. Oh, shit. That attack is always, it always catches me off guard. Well then. Apparently that attack always catches me off guard. Which attack is that? I don't even know. It's just a big flailing of limbs. Ugh. Alright, she's into her second phase now. Let's dance, baby. Oh gosh. This is always where I choke though. See? Try to walk away and I choke. Oh god. She gets a little more chaotic in this stage. I think what really throws me off. She does get a couple new attacks as well, so that probably doesn't help matters. Nice hug, by the way. I was like halfway across the fucking arena. Don't taunt her. Only makes her angrier. Gotten some good damage there, but this is gonna hurt if I don't get out of the way. Oh god. That's the danger, that if you don't lock onto her, you don't know what she's doing half the time. But I think that is sort of the way to go in this fight. Seems to be pretty helpful. It depends on the attack she's doing, whether you want to be locked on or not. I should have stayed in to get some hits on there, but it's okay. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Well, that's a bummer. You gotta be really careful when dodging that one. So for those wondering what happens when she gets you in her grab, that. Oh, man. Here we go. I think this might be our time. One more shot like that. Oh, fuck you. Okay, I was really worried that she was going to do something I was about to regret there. But I got her. The gunshot wound to the head. Just like we slay all our bosses, it feels like. Good goddamn fight. Ebrietas. I got a little quiet there in that fight. Similar to how I had to deal with sort of Martyr Ligarius, but these super hard bosses just seem to be that way. So we got the Great Ease Chalice, which is one of the highest ranking chalices that we have access to right now. You can see we need a lot of very powerful ritual materials in order to access this one. Let's see. Great Chalices unlock deeper reaches of the labyrinth. The Great Ease Chalice became the cornerstone of the choir, the elite delegation of the Healing Church. It was also the first Great Chalice brought back to the surface since the time of Byrgenwerth and allowed the choir to have audience with Ebrietas. Very interesting. So that is the Ebrietas fight. Completely optional, unless you want to go for all the Chalice dungeons, obviously. Now we actually have access to the Altar of Despair ourselves, this Rom the Vacuous Spider weird grave thing, who knows what it is. But we can actually inspect it here. And we can offer flesh to the altar. Normally you'll only have the option of do nothing, but because in the previous video we actually went and got this this lovely item here, where is it? The Queenly Flesh, the remains of Annalise. we can actually do something here. Offer flesh to the altar. Time flows in reverse for this scrap of flesh. I don't know the entire lore connotations of that specifically, but just parsing what it means logically, I think we should probably go and check what's happening in Canehurst now. I'll meet you guys over there. And we can see back here in the Queen's Chamber, all the blood and guts and everything from Alfred's terror still remains, but Queen Annalise is back.
Closest of kin, bearer of our blood, I welcome thee. What is thy wish?
And it's basically like nothing ever happened.
We await thy return, for the honor of Canehurst.
No acknowledgement or anything, it's just the fact that you can bring her back is very interesting.
Arrant fool. Vile blood or no, forget not, we are thy queen. Bend the knee.
Is it just me, or is this posture now different to what it was when we first encountered her? I don't know if she was quite like this slumped before. Maybe she's exhausted from having time flow in reverse for her. Regardless, we're gonna head back to Hunter's Dream and probably spend these echoes. And we're running out of things to do, honestly. We have the final area, the Nightmare of Mensis, as well as the Hunter's Nightmare for the DLC, and I feel like I honestly want to deal with the Nightmare of Mensis first and show that off, and then to do the Hunter's DLC, or the DLC sort of as the last hurrah for Bloodborne, because that's sort of what it is the last hurrah for the game, what it was when it first came out anyway. Do I have anything worth buying here? The gold Ardeo I need to buy just to have it, you know. Turn me into fucking Pyramid Head. At any rate, I'm not quite sure how long this video is going to be, because there's going to be a lot of editing thanks to having to deal with Ebrietas, but that is out of our way now, so I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, which one would it be? It would probably be this lovely headstone here, right? Head over to the Nightmare of Mensis. And in the next video, I think we will pick up here and deal with this, so I'm not going to swap out any of my gear because having high frenzy resistance in this place is very much advised. I would advise you do the same if you're playing through this area. Have low insight, high frenzy resistant gear, because you're going to need it tackling this Nightmare of Mensis. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and see you guys next time, I suppose. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.